Alright guys, welcome to my channel Golden Roots. In this video I wanted to show you guys how I propagate my plants, and before I do that, let me just introduce myself. My name is Ikari and I run this channel Golden Roots, and I do DIY videos and then just share more information about the plants I have. And I'm into plants, I'm passionate about plants. So if you're a new subscriber here and you're looking at DIYs and you happen to find plants, it's because it's part of my passion and I propagate my plants. So I wanted to show you guys how I do all these things. In this video I was going to talk about propagating a Christmas cactus. So this is a plant that I thought wasn't doing so well at first. Before I cut it, this is how it looked, and this is what kind of motivated me to propagate. But then now after 3 months you can actually see that they're flowering up. As we're getting closer to Christmas, this is the season that they actually blossom, and that's the biggest flower I think I have so far. So I wanted to show you guys about how I propagate. I'm gonna take a little piece from here. So you either can just pull it out like that, alright, or you actually can use a knife to cut it. So I'm just trying to demonstrate with just a small pull, and don't worry, you're not harming the plants. And as you can see, I don't know what happened. If anyone knows what's happening with this plant, let me know in the comment section. But it seems okay so far if it's flowering up, like you can see on that little bud there. So I tried the water propagation and I'm just demonstrating how I had done it. And when I did do that, it took forever to just propagate. So this one doesn't want to stand up properly. It took forever to just get the roots in. So I noticed that if I tried to put in soil, I was getting a bit more putting the plant into water. So like most of it was in water, and then you'd find that the roots would start growing in the wrong places. The roots would even be growing there in the middle, as I'm trying to show you, and at the sides. So I wanted to show you guys that the soil propagation is what's worked for me so far, and if you try and do that, it's now flowering. And this is all the cuttings from the previous plant that I showed you. And then also, if you overwater your soil, this is just an example, you're gonna end up with a rotten sort of plant or propagating, and that's one is died out, it hasn't survived. So I found that the roots showed up quicker in soil propagation, and then I only water this when the soil dries, just to reduce rot or root rot. And then this is water propagation, whereby it takes forever just to see roots, but you probably see them at the top sometimes like there. But I prefer soil propagation with this. And the cutting for Christmas cactus plant is so easy, and they'll root so quickly, and they're flowering now. So I just wanted to show you guys. I would have shown you a clear picture, but I didn't want to wash it out there. But you can tell that it's actually rooted and it's flowering. So if you want to try the Christmas cactus propagation, I would say go with the soil. The water takes long, and this plant doesn't necessarily need water for propagation. It will do just fine in soil. And also make sure that you don't overwater your soil. It just has to be some kind of moist. You notice in this one never rooted, and it's still okay, it's just a bit wet. But you place it literally like that, and don't put it in too deep, and then just cover it, and that's about it, you see. So that's how I propagate, and I'll literally put a bit of water, and then I'll leave it another week, and I water once a week. If the soil is not is still moist, like you can see in here, today's watering day, that's why all my plants are out here. If the soil is already moist, I won't water them. I'll leave it like that. I haven't watered this plant yet, you can't see any water droplets on it, but the soil is still moist from last week, so I'll leave it and let it be. So those are just other tips. Do not just water just because you're propagating. Let the soil dry out, and then you add water. So hopefully those are helpful tips, and you see them flowering. And like I said, this could have been due to the whitening on the plant, could have been due to the plant repotting, or maybe it's due a repot because it's quite an old plant. But I'm hoping that this new growth in these ones will actually just make new plant leaves, and right now it's flowering time, so I'm not really in a hurry. So if you want to propagate, I would say go with soil, and I hope this helps somebody else. And if you see your plant doing that, it doesn't mean it's dead. Just try and propagate and produce new plants from it. So hope you guys enjoyed that video, and I hope to see you guys next time. See ya.